guys, welcome to another exciting episode of JDWD. On today's episode, my guest is already on set and we'll be discussing on how she created employment opportunities for youth. So guys, let's welcome my guest together and stay glued so that you won't miss out. Welcome to the show, Ma.
Thank you.
Actually, you are looking pretty.
Thank you. Same here. And you look
I really appreciate you for coming because
thank you for having me.
I know how busy you are. Thank you so much. So,
Thank you.
before we proceed, I want you to introduce yourself.
Okay. My name is Vanessa Igalo and Mrs. I'm the creative director of Royalpleasant Events and Austrian Agency.
Austrian. Actually, I knew you with that Austrian agency before.
Okay.
Because the Royalpleasant I know is Royalpleasant Surprise.
Okay.
Then I know when it comes to like top-notch Austrian job, you are number one.
Thank you.
I know you for that. That is why we'll be speaking particularly on Austrian job.
Okay.
So you can just talk. We just touch one or two things about some other things you do.
Alright.
So you introduce yourself already?
Yes, I'm Vanessa.
Can you take us back just a little bit of your growing up?
Okay. So way back, especially while I waited for admission to get into school, I tried a lot of things, I was always interested in doing stuff for myself. I never wanted to work behind a laptop, sit down in an office, do any 9 to 5. It was not my thing. So from time, I've tried makeup, I've tried hair, I've tried a lot of things before I finally came into events. And I metamorphosized from surprises. I started from surprises. So I started my brand in Lauren way back as 2018. I started doing surprises, and then from there I went into events because I saw a need to plan events for some of my clients that I had planned surprises for. And so some of them I did proposals for them, I did birthdays, and they were like, how to do weddings? If you can plan this one, then you can do that one too. So that was how I started events. And so one of the first event I had, I saw that I needed ushers, and I just didn't see myself going to
So the event planning came in before the Austrian job.
They started at the same time.
Okay.
My first event, I went with people that worked for me as ushers. I just called some of my sisters and our friends. Can you do this? And they were like, yes, and then we went for it. So the reason I did that was I didn't see myself going with strangers, not like strangers, but I just felt like I needed people that
your own people,
my own people, and I saw how well it turned out for me. So that was the first event. I think I went with like 6 ushers, and I saw the need for more. And then from there, we started growing, adding up. And when I see, especially young girls in school that need some kind of side hustle, you're in school, you don't want to be calling mommy every day. I need this, I need
daily
that.
2K.
Daily is fine. It's now more than daily 2K, but and then we started growing from there, and now we have well over 100 ushers in Ilorin.
And the thing I love about your Austrian job is that the way you guys, you have a lot of steals. Should I put that way?
Yeah.
You and this man, Farouk, that they said, Ojudioba, that man that they said is steez man. You are dragging steez together because I love your composure. I love how you guys dress. You make sure you pick an outfit that fits in to the occasion you are going. Yeah. That is very, very commendable.
Thank you so much.
Because there is one thing my dad used to tell me. My dad said, Daddy, he said, and I quote, that I will say it in Yoruba for it to be more, to make sense more.
Okay.
Daddy, that's what we pay. School ni koboshin dolowo. It will only teach you how to package yourself. There is no difference between you and the people that sell by the roadside. The only difference is how you package yourself. You put packaging in what you do, and you are going places already. I am telling you, you might not know. You might not know. So, this Austrian job, okay, that what brought about it is when you think you need more ushers.
Yes.
You don't think if you diving into that as well is going to make sense, or what makes you dive into it as well?
Okay, so like I said, initially it started from a place of wanting to work with my own people. So because now we have grown to a point that we supply ushers for event planners, for those that want
drum rolls.
Okay, for those that do events, for clients that want to just want ushers for their event. So it started from there. So, and I didn't want to do the regular, ushers. One thing I used to say back then was the difference between my ushers and you just calling anybody and say, it's something that you could just call anybody and say, yeah, wear black and white and start working. But I wanted
I will not even lie to you. There are some people that will serve you in a party and you will not be able to eat.
Yeah.
All those people that they call local, they will bring their own people. The way they will dress, you'll be like, oh yeah, you can imagine.
Yes.
So the packaging is very important.
Yeah, so we came in with that packaging. We wanted something different. So from costumes to pleasantries, I took our time to always train them. I remember then when I started, I trained them on even how to walk. I would teach them how to walk. Once you get to the event, you don't drag your feet, you don't chew, you don't do this. So there was a difference between my ushers and other ushers. So I was training. And then after that, after a while, from my ushers, I also got my team for my event. It was a big plus to me, and it is till today, because from there I got event coordinators. So at some point I saw that I needed more hands. The event industry on my part was growing. I couldn't do everything alone. So, and instead of me to write, looking for people, I just picked people from my ushers and I just asked them, are you sure you can do this? Are you interested in the event? And they're like, yes, I can do it. So I just picked some of those ushers, and today, oh my God, they are doing amazing work. Have people coming from outside, even in Lorry when they have events, they're like, Royalpleasant, I need event coordinators, and they are doing amazing.
So you might not be their event planners. Yeah. So they will ask you for event coordinator.
Exactly. And so that's another different source of income, because I don't charge what I charge for ushers. Because you can have events, not have an event planner, and call me for event coordinators.
What's the difference between the two?
Okay. So you see, an event coordination, let me pick it like that, is something that happens on the day of the event. So if I'm your planner, we could have been planning for 4 months. We are going, what are you going to wear? What are you guys going to eat? But you see, that coordination is on the day of the event, making sure that maybe food, maybe drinks. So that's what coordination is. So some people don't even have event planners. But when they get to that day of the event, they are just scared that, am I sure food will go around? Am I sure the bride will be ready? So they now ask me, do you have coordinators that can help us coordinate the event? So I was one of those that actually started that coordination thing in Lorry, and today it has gone. I have well over 20 coordinators. Sometimes we have jobs and we won't even have coordinators again, because we have sent some out to Lagos, some to to different parts of the country, and then we're like, okay, we need more. So now I train from my usher. So there's a particular number of a while you work, maybe like few months or a year, and I can see that you really are interested in the job. I'll pick you, then I now train you for event coordination. So that has really helped. A lot of them, even during their service year, they are making money. A lot of them, they are even aspiring event planners.
And that is what we are saying. That is why I said you created employment for so many youth.
When I saw that topic, I felt like this topic is supposed to be for maybe the president or big people. So when I thought about it, I'm like, hey, I'm really creating employment.
You are creating employment too. That money goes a long way.
It does. There was one of them that graduated, and after she graduated, she came to me with her dad, and one of the things she was saying is, if not for you, I don't know how I would have survived through school. Every weekend there's always something to fall back on. There's always something to have in your pocket, and it was really good.
Okay, so let me just divert a little. Okay. All these are event planning. Is it a must to have an event planner for your events?
Okay, so way back, some years back, let me say 10 years back, it wasn't a common thing. But now it is the trend. I was speaking somewhere else, and I told them that 2 days ago. I told them that you just have to follow the trend, because that's what people. It's just like people. We are now in computer age. Everybody's using phone. You can't say you will not use phone. So that is the trend now. So events are now tailored in a way that if there is no planner, there will be a difference. There will be lapses. So because of the way planners have put themselves out there, to make sure that whenever they are there, everything is in place. So growing up, I attended a lot of events with my mom. There was a particular one I attended in Tanka, I can't forget. The event was
rubbish.
It was like market.
So if you spend a lot of money, there is no event plan, it won't make sense.
It's not your buy for New York. So some people won't even spend half of what you spent, and it now look as if the event was top notch. So that event was so bad that the bride, she couldn't even sit down on the stage with her husband. She was where they were serving Amala and Ewedu because I guess everywhere was just so rowdy. So in my head, I was thinking that I don't want to have this kind of thing. So I came into the event industry with the mindset of coordination. If you leave it to me, a wedding will look like an assembly where if they don't ask you to talk,
you will not talk.
That's how coordinated I usually want events to look. So that was the mind I came in. So that was what made me know that I need to work with my own ushers, I need to work with my own event coordinators, and trust me, that's been a very interesting journey. That's one thing that people always come when they want coordination in Ilorin.
They commend you for that. Okay. So if you want to plan an event, do you like it where you bring on your own squad, or the person that wants to do the event tell you that this is who I want, this is who I want?
Okay, so speaking on that, I always say that our job is advisory. As much as I want to be my squad, some clients have their own people. Some of them are family members. Some of them, they just like, maybe person has been doing our makeup. He was, okay, this is my makeup artist. I can advise if I feel like we could do something better, especially if their budget is accommodating something better, I can advise. But then I feel much more secured when I work with my own vendors because I can trust them. And if anything goes wrong, I can stand and beat my chest that no, I'm the one that brought this decorator. But then if clients have their own people, why not? Of course, and even though people are used, it was one day we started. So if we don't give people the opportunity, we can't know how good they are. But I personally don't like to try because I feel like a wedding day is something big. I know how I was so big on my own wedding day, so I don't want to say let's just try. Maybe what if
it doesn't
go right? So I'm always a bit skeptical. But yes, as long as the client can assure me, we're good to go.
Okay. If the client now said they want people their own people to come on board, hope is not like difficult working with them.
Well, some people are difficult to work with, especially vendors that don't even know planners. They don't even know
they don't know the meaning of planner.
So they're like, why would one auntie just come and tell me what to do? Yes, I'm the sister of bride, especially with caterers, because some of them have family caterers. She was one that cooked during the first born wedding, during the second born wedding. Now the third boy, she now brought the event planner. The event planner is now giving orders. They'll tell you that no. So you don't come here and start telling us. So as a planner, I've learned to always work with them. Sometimes all this grammar I'm speaking, I'll put it aside. I'll say, Mom, so like you come to their level, speak to them, because at the end of the day, nobody wants to know how you do. All they want to know is that the event is successful. If it wasn't successful, they won't tell you that. How many people do you want to tell that I'm not the one that brought the baker, is the client? How many people do you want to be explaining that to? So people don't know. They all know that this is Royalpleasant event. Anyhow you want to do this. I've gone on my knee to beg people before during the event. I will kneel down and say, Mommy, because you just see one mommy in one place that sits down that if you don't beg me today,
you are not going anywhere. I heard of one story that they were in a party. I guess the person that said it was an event planner as well. They were in a party. So they told her that don't serve these people, serve these people. So the people were now like, the person was now like, they said we shouldn't serve you. The person was now like, they said the woman started cursing them. Have you been through that kind of situation?
A lot. I shouldn't.
So if they want to do wedding, they will tell you that be by any serve on this, be by any serve on this.
Yes. So you see, every wedding has stakeholders. Sometimes even the bride and the groom are not the ones that paid for the wedding. Yeah. So if you are the planner, you're only working with the bride and the groom, you can't have a successful wedding because those that paid for the wedding, they are the ones that it happens a lot that the bride and the groom don't even know jack. When you ask the bride, who is serving drinks? Ask my daddy. What's happening with this one? Ask my mom. You already know that this one doesn't. She's just coming to attend the wedding. So if as a planner you want to have a successful wedding, those daddy and mommy that she's referring you to, don't just look down on them and say you have to go and see. A lot of times I go to their family house and sit down with the mommy because like I said, success is what we are looking at. So we are not. So even the bride and the groom know after you are done that no, you tried that you went the extra mile to make sure that the event is successful.
So, okay. Yes. So all these your ushers, how do you get them? You need to recruit more people.
Okay. So I put out flyers, I audition because I'm particular about the kind of people that I want. Though at some point I allow others join because there's something I used to say that I can't create anybody. I have what I want in my head. I want slim girls. I'm not even slim. I want slim girls. I want pretty girls that do this, do that. But at some point when they come for audition, sometimes I just pity them. I'm like, these people too, they need something. So sometimes I bend my rules, but I know what I'm looking for. So what I do is recently I've come up with like a premium kind of ushers thing that I have those that perfectly fit my own thoughts, and I have those that they don't really fit in, but I still need to.
So it depends on the occasion you are going for.
Thank you,
and sister. The payment.
Yes, because some clients will tell you when they say, I want ushers. I want this kind of ushers. I want tall girls. I want this. So you see those ones, I know where to go to. But those that don't care, they just want those that will work.
That will
do the work. So I always tell them. So that has helped me. But I auditioned. Recently we auditioned. We had over 100 entries for that audition.
So you picked?
Yes, we sat down myself. So when I audition, I usually audition with my coordinators, my team, because I feel like they have worked with me over the years. They know me. Some of them have been with me for 3 years, 4 years. So they know what I want. If I'm not there, they can say this Royalpleasant. So I made sure that they were the ones that did the audition. I was just there to supervise. So I sat there with them and they did the audition. So and we picked, a few people that we wanted to join the team. And that's how we do from time to time. Then after that, we also find time to train, either online or physically. We have an office in Ilorin. So we train them, let them know what we want. And I'm very big on dressing. So I am one person that has invested a lot in outfits. If you go to my office, you see loads and loads of outfits. So you can tell me, is an Igbo wedding, we have outfits. Is a Yoruba wedding, we have outfits. So most people, even in Ilorin that have ushering agencies, will rent outfits from us.
So the other day I was going through social media. So I now saw someone that said she rent out costume. Okay. I was not like, is it all this bead? I now checked out her page. It was like ushering clothes. Money She want to tell 10,000 I wash
I want rent that's another source of income. There are sometimes
seriously.
As a business person, you can't have money all the time.
Yes.
There are days that you just wake up and you're like, I'll just see. I want to rent outfits. Can I get 20 outfits? And I'll just see a lot. Bang bang. I'll just use that money to be alright. So I'm just trying to say that it's another source of income for me. So I invest in outfits. When I started investing in outfits, now I can say that I'm getting the returns at least 50%. Yeah. When I was investing, you pay me for ushering job, I will buy clothes with everything. I'll buy materials. I will not even have anything to take back. But now I can say that if I have events, I can proudly say, when they say, what are they going to say? Go and check my page. Because I know that you definitely see something you like on my page. So,
but what of the sizes?
That's it. And that's why we are supposed to work with a particular size. So between size 8, 10, 12.
So if you want to be an usher, you have to be a slim person.
Because there are some jobs that we have. Some of our girls that, they are, God bless them, you understand. The clothes will not size them. I cannot be sewing clothes for you. It's not your house clothes. So that's why we have to work with it. But if it's like wrapper, you can accommodate everybody. But there are some dresses that can accommodate plus size people.
Wow, that is good. So you train people, right? Yes, all these people that you've trained, do you used to charge them?
Charge? Yes, I charge because they will make money. I tell my students, if I train you and you do what I ask you to do and you start your own, you don't even need to start your event company. I'm sure all my coordinators that I've trained, they made times 10 of the money they brought when they were doing training.
Okay, once you try to train people to be an usher, they can graduate to be a coordinator.
Yes, they can. If I see that they have the zeal. So what I do is I don't let them come to me to say. Only few people have come to me to say they want because I pick them myself. And also I'm a person of the spirit. So I am guided by
anybody who God directed you to.
Yeah, because it's a company. It's difficult to just pick anybody that will come and
that will ruin your business.
So when I see them, I'm like, are you interested in this thing? I would have seen this. There are ushers and there are ushers. There's some ushers that you see them at events. They are so zealous.
Doing it for money.
You see some that they are just after let the guests be okay. Even me as event planner, I'm impressed. So those kind of people, I bring them up and I say, okay, these people are really interested. It's beyond just the money or the pay that they are getting. Some people are doing it excited. Even sometimes because there were times that I had to volunteer for jobs when I was starting. that we won't get any job, I will beg my girls, okay, there's one event, let's go.
They will not pay you.
No pay. I'll pay their transport, I will do their clothes. I remember there was a particular event we volunteered for, Ilorin Wedding Party, the first one that we had. That event was one of the events that opened ways for us, because after the event we started getting calls, because I just felt like we are doing something. If we don't go, people will not know that we are doing this thing. So imagine that I have girls that are only interested in money. So those my
they
first
will not
sets,
support you.
they were God sent. They
That's
understood.
our collaboration.
Yes. So I was saying, let's go for this event. But I made sure that I was going for event that will put not just anyhow event. And when I get there, my head is calculating. I'm sharing flyers. I'm talking to people, because I know that money has to come in. It's free, but it's still not free at the end of the day. And it really worked for me. There was a particular event. I was there. I was sharing flyers, talking to people. After the event, I got like 2 jobs from that event. And that was how we started. So when I see people that are zealous, I take them up, we train, and then when they are done with their training, I still employ them in my company. So when I employ them as my own coordinators, they can also work as coordinators for other event planners. So the streams of income is more. And some of them that went for service in different states, in Lagos, in Ibadan, some of them will still link. Yes, they will link with event planners are everywhere. So every Saturday, they are working with one event planner, and because they already had the experience, some of them will share the reviews that the event planner told them after the event. They're like, wow, you guys are good. I said, yeah, because you have trained already. So you're not just doing it you're doing it because you are trained. So that's how it works. So that's another way of employing people. And
so in whatever you are doing, just be patient. Because some people will be in it like, I just want to make this money. I just want to make this money. Money will come. Don't rush. So what are your challenges and victories?
Okay. What I can say are my challenges has been people. Okay, so when I say people, I mean, I said the other time that I'm a person of the spirit, and I also study people. But we can't be perfect. If you have wrong people, if you have 20 good people and there is one bad egg among them, it could destroy everything. So because I work with people a lot, I rely on people. I'm this kind of person that I trust a lot. I could literally open the door of my house for everybody to be coming. That's the kind of person I am. I know people have said a lot of things. Don't trust people, don't do this. They have taught me some lessons sometimes, but I still have a forgiving heart, and I just like to bring people together. If I have an occasion, I would prioritize not even just family, those that work with me, they are like my family. So the greatest challenge I would say is, having right people, trying to manage. Human beings are the most difficult people to control. If you say something now, we agree. When we get to the events, you will not be mad. You begin to think that, is it that when I was talking to you, you didn't listen to what I was saying. So that has been like a major challenge. Finances will not be a challenge, because, like I said, when I started, I was ready to invest. I was investing, I was going out.
And where is all this money coming from?
The business is paying for itself.
And that time that you said you used to go for events without payment, where are you seeing money to run things?
I told you I started from surprises. It is now that I'm just living. So if you want to book me for a surprise, now you have to pay well before I carry Parana. Those days, Parana was the one that was trending. It was a big thing. Now everybody must have had a taste of Parana. So it's not more as common as then. That time, especially during COVID year when people were not allowed to go out, was the day I made more money, because people were not going out, so we were the ones going home to surprise them. We don't wear face mask. My mom would say, don't go out, there's COVID. I said, which COVID? I was making money during COVID. So after that time, when I started the event, the business, you see, event planning is something that you really don't need much to start. You don't need to buy a camera, you don't need to buy a laptop, you just need your brain to be working. You need to know what you are doing. And I didn't even start with training. I started, but people were pushing me. You can do it. That was what brought me into event. So after I started and I felt that, now I need to get trained so that I can really know this thing. I went back to get trained. And so now I train people. So that's why I'm saying that it's not like I needed that push, or I didn't know what I was doing. I had my ideas right from time, and I was working towards it. So when I started surprises and money was coming, and I went. My first event was paid. I didn't start events free of charge because I planned birthdays for them. I planned their proposal when they wanted to get married. Like, okay, I want to propose to my girlfriend. Let me plan it. So I planned it for them. So when they wanted to do the wedding proper, they called me and said, you plan the wedding. I said, I know. It's surprised I used to plan. They said, no, if you can plan our proposal, that was the first thing I started. And they paid me 100,000 then. So I started with it. It was ushering that I was pushing. That was when I started doing freelance. But then I was still having events. So there was always money to
okay, to run through.
Yeah.
Okay. What is there any question you wish I had asked you?
Well, not really. No.
Okay, what advice can you share with the viewers?
Okay, so my advice is always simple every time. Keep good relationship with people. Like I've said, I've worked with people over the years, and I can say that one of the things that has helped me till today is that I know how to keep relationship with people. If you know me, you know that I'm a very loving person. I'm always smiling. I'm always looking for the best in people. So don't look down on anybody. Anybody can be anything tomorrow. Tomorrow that I'm saying tomorrow is not always next year. Tomorrow can be the next minute. Something could change people's lives. So keep good relationship with people. Don't be the kind of person that because you are, when I'm talking about it was as good as back then before I got married. If you ask me out, and of course I know I don't want to have anything to do with you, I will not tell you no. And there are some no that you close, jam the door that kamakpa demo. No, because I've had people that asked me out in a bit of saying no, but still trying to keep a normal relationship, and they have patronized me very, very well. So when I'm saying relationship, that's why I say don't look down on anybody. Try to look at the best in people, especially when you are into business. When you go for seminars, when you go for shows, walk up to people, let them know. I remember those days I'll go to ShopRite. I'll stand in front of, when I went to ShopRite recently, I was just laughing when I remember. I'll stand in front of ShopRite or anybody that is coming and say, I used to do surprise, so I can do banana.
Everybody have that humble beginning.
Yes, I would say I can do this, I can do that for you. So, and from there, I got some people's contact, till now, especially when you are doing events. I have people that have planned for their firstborn, for their secondborn, for their thirdborn. If I have not been keeping relationship with the family, that would have, maybe the first time would have just been the end. So what I'm just trying to say is keep relationship with people. Don't be the kind of person that because this person has offended you, don't be offended in another person's offense because somebody is fighting with them. I'm not fighting.
Those business owners do that.
Some people do it too.
You are not ready to say.
Begin to wonder that. I have some business owners on my WhatsApp that when they start ranting on WhatsApp, you begin to wonder that. Are you people are selling songs that don't shella right? So try as much as possible to be a loving person. Relationship is key. Even my ushers, I've planned events for some of my ushers when they were getting married. And some of them got married to good men that have money. So me that I'm their oga, I've become their planner. Akilo come, as long as money is entering my own pocket, she has become my bride. So keep good relationship. Anybody can become anything tomorrow.
Okay, that's good. So you said you trained people for ushers, right?
Yes.
Can we get slots for people out there, for the viewers? Can we get?
So for ushering, I don't train before I employ.
Okay.
I just audition. So when I put out my flyer, if they are interested, they are free to. As long as they meet my criteria, when they come for the auditions, I ask them questions, I'll put them in. But for event coordination, it's not all of them that come from ushers. So when I put out flyer for event planning, people pay for my class. When they come to my class and they are done with their training, if they want to continue with my company, I now employ them and they start getting paid per event. So for that, my next training, I train once a year, but this year I'll be training twice because I had a lot of more inquiries. So I'll be training in April and I'll be training maybe September, November, thereabouts. So for the April training, the fee is 150,000. Let me quickly do it like this. 150K for my class, and it's a 3 weeks class, after which they will be on internship in my company for 3 months. Why did you say
in this Nigeria, please, because Royalpleasant, people will still people that are interested will still talk. But a journey to your love. I can't say slots again because 150,000. Just one person. Free. A job. Just help someone out there.
Okay, no problem. Because
Thank
you are saying
you.
this live,
Thank you.
I would allow one person.
Thank you so
Somebody
much.
even reached out to me this morning that she wants to sponsor 2 people.
Wow.
She's sponsoring them. Though she asked for like a discount. So instead of 150, maybe she just pay like 200 for 2 people.
Wow.
It's a foundation. So they sponsor girl children.
That is what we are trying to do here too.
Okay.
We are foundation. Please help our small career.
Because trust me, it is a mind. You see, something about events is that you can meet anybody.
Yes.
I know a lot of my ushers that
a lot of people.
They will usher for the president, the governor. I'm like, what else can you do that will bring you so close to? And some of them have made it from there because they have served well. You know, events can bring you to anybody. And you will be so close. There was one of my ushers that she came to me, she was shaking. I said, what happened? She said, that is Shetima. I said, yes. She was really standing behind the vice president. So, and she felt proud. She took pictures. She did some like, yes. So if you serve well, some of them could just notice you and be like, you know, what do you do? I've had it, I can't even start sharing here. I've had a lot of testimonies from girls that they are using their sense, not the ones that are just after you get, you know, because there's some people that spoiled the ushering
different
jobs.
People with different.
Yes, they spoiled it. They are only
they see it as a venue to meet big name.
Exactly.
They understand better.
So for some people, some of them have even met I know somebody that met the person that she got married to today, and they are doing well. Wow. The man literally said, Royalpleasant, this girl, she's not ushering again. I want her to stop ushering. I said, no problem. I'm not paying her salary. I don't put them on salaries per job. Okay. So I don't insist that they must work for me or they are free to go.
Thank you so much.
Thank
we really learned a lot on this episode too.
Thank you. Thank
so
you for having me.
Let me add to what she just said.
Okay.
The new Nigeria start from you and I. Your one good deed can make the world a better place.
Yes.
So don't keep doing good things. Hey Joe, we need more good people. These Nigerians in particular. So please. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you so much. I have a small gift for you, Royalpleasant. Thank you.
I'll take it to my next event.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. So guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget, you still jot down with Damok. Make sure you subscribe, you share, you like and comment. Yeah. See you next time. I love you guys. Bye.